This is the Tarot, Tea Leaf and Oracle forecast for the month of February 2019. If you would like a personal reading, a private reading, one of those incredible soulmate or twin flame readings, or to subscribe to the weekly star sign update, please go to the links in the description box below and do so through my website. Leo, we're going to start with your teacup reading. So I made you a cup of tea and we're going to look at the symbols that show up in the teacup, and you can see which ones you think apply to your life. They'll be the prominent ones that I'll have a look at, those that kind of jump out for me, because there's lots of symbols in this teacup. What I do see in this teacup in particular is the number 2 and a little pin next to it. Could it be that the 2nd of February you get a new job or news about a new job or a career? That's a possibility because the 2 is right next to that pin. The other thing that I see in here is a little butterfly, so there's a change for the better in your lives for many of you that are watching this. There's lots of very tiny symbols in here. I see a little caterpillar and a butterfly, so there is this transition period and then life starts changing for the better for you, most definitely. The pin shows up a few times, so I think there's quite a strong chance of many of you having a change in career or career direction or something like that. And there's more than one butterfly in here as well, so there's definitely a case of life will be changing for the better in February for you. That's very nice. I'm just looking to see what else I can see in here. A little arrow pointing to 3 little dots. That's quite interesting. 3 little dots, because little dots like that is normally coins. So perhaps you are on the road to success, some of you who are watching this. Yes, there's a V next to it, which is victory. In earning perhaps a little, or earning more income, a little bit more income. That's also very nice news for you. Right, if I have a look at your tea leaf cards, you get the mountain road, the diamond, the ink pot, the bridge, and the fair man. Now the mountain road says you are on the road to success. Now we've already seen that in the teacup, in the symbols coming up in the teacup for you. So if you are struggling a little bit, or you're a little bit unsure at the moment, or life just doesn't seem to be going along the path that you feel very sure of, I get that kind of feeling. You don't feel very sure about the direction that your life is taking. Be assured that regardless of what the scenery looks like at the moment, or how you feel at the moment, or what you're doing at the moment, you are headed towards success in your life. The diamond says you'll be receiving a precious gift. So somebody gives you something this month, in the month of February. Well, it is Valentine's month, Valentine's Day on the 14th of February in many countries. I know not in all countries, for some of you it is different. So perhaps your lover or your spouse or your partner gives you something that you're really, really going to appreciate. That's very nice. The ink pot says there are problems to be resolved, but the bridge says you will successfully overcome the problem. So whatever crops up in February, whether it is that career-related issue that is showing up for you, you are going to overcome that issue. Perhaps move in a new direction, perhaps take on an entirely new career, perhaps you get promoted, perhaps you decide you want to do something different. But you will overcome that problem, whatever it may be, in the month of February. Front and center in your life this month is a fair man. If you are a fair man, and obviously this reading is very specifically about you, otherwise for many of you there will be a fair man who plays a part, perhaps in your career, in guiding you in your career, or he's the one that makes the decision about your career, or he's the one you've got to speak to about your career or your correct direction of life you're taking. Whatever it may be, he is the central figure in your life in the month of February, where big decisions are being made. And I feel it's on the career front. Now where relationships are concerned, you get the retreat card, the very soon card, the passion card, and worth waiting for. So the retreat card says it's time to disconnect from the world. Possibly where your relationship is concerned, you've had a bit of a time out. The two of you have had a chance to spend time together, or you're going to get the chance early in February, and you're out of your normal routine, so you can have a sort of different interaction with each other. You're not having as much interference from perhaps your schedules, your normal things that interfere with your relationship, like work, children, responsibilities. You seem to have at the beginning of February a little bit of time to have just you two together. If you're not in a relationship at the moment, you maybe decide at the beginning of February the whole relationship thing is a little bit tiring trying to get somebody at the moment, so you're just relaxing and enjoying life as it is without actually engaging in the whole dating scene or trying to find a partner, whatever it may be. There's this quiet lull in relationships at the beginning of February. The next card that comes up says very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. So you quickly move on from this and you start making decisions about what you want in your love life, whether you want somebody, if you don't have someone, or what direction your relationship's going to be taking, or if you want to progress with your relationship, or if you maybe need to change your relationship. You start making these kind of decisions around about the second week of February, I think. The passion card then shows up, and that says allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this kind of rekindles your passion for relationships, or how you feel about your relationship. You start feeling a whole lot different about your relationship after that. If you're in one, you perhaps resume that really good spark between the two of you. If you're looking for a relationship, you start really enjoying life. You start going out to places, you socialize, you're with people so that you feel good again. You get that kind of blood pumping through your veins kind of feeling. Ultimately, that final card is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So if by the end of February still no one has turned up and you're waiting for a partner, know that person is destined to come. When you get the very soon card and the worth waiting for card showing up in one reading, it pretty much is certain there's somebody out there on the periphery. They will enter your life fairly soon, but divine timing always means that you need to be ready, they need to be ready, all the pieces need to be in place. And right now, some of the pieces aren't in place for the two of you to get together. If you did get together now, it probably wouldn't last very long, because either something in your life or their lives or life in general is going to interfere with it. It needs to be all right at the right time in the right place for you to get together. So just keep that in mind. And those of you that are in relationships, it's also a case of maybe you want to get engaged, maybe you want to have children, maybe you want to get more committed, maybe the two of you need to move somewhere and you need to break it to your partner. There is divine timing at work here. You will ultimately get your wish, whatever it may be. But it's just a case of it needs to be the right time. So just be patient and know that it will come, but you'll probably know, and you'll get pointers and you'll get signs, and the time will come around. It's just a case of being patient until that moment. So your tarot cards that show up for the month of February is the Sky Queen, the Ten of Sky, the Earth Queen, the Three of Fire, and the Empress. So for the month of January, your best position is going to be just to take sort of the observer's perch. And you see how she's up in the tree there, the cat, and she's wearing diamonds, kind of that slightly frosty detachment, but she is watching what's going on, and that's going to be possibly your best position. And you might feel inclined to do that as well. You may feel that I'm not going to get too involved in anything in the month of February, I'm just going to watch for a while, and it'll work out for the best too. The Ten of Sky says, and then when you observe, when you take the observer's perch and you don't get embroiled in things and don't get too emotional about things or too involved in things, you start getting a more realistic attitude or realistic view of what is going on. You realize where perhaps you've had a bit of an illusion about things, where things are just definitely not going to work out at this time in life, and what is your best route to take. The Earth Queen says then you start taking care of practical matters. You come back down to earth and you take care of practical matters. And what this does is, and that's very interesting, that Three of Fire card says you then shift away from a place that was a bit dark into a much lighter place. So perhaps you were feeling a little bit down, a little bit tied down, a little bit depressed, a little bit like you couldn't see the way to the future. And once you've done what the first three cards said, basically once you've observed with a bit of detachment, you've become realistic, you start taking care of practical matters, you suddenly start finding yourself seeing things in a lighter way. You feel lighter, you feel better, you feel more positive. You start doing things that are fun and enjoyable and make you feel lighter. And as you finish the month of February, you have the Empress, which means you feel nurtured, you feel like the universe is on your side, you feel like it's helping you do things. You start doing things for yourself that make you feel nurtured. And the universe will always, 2 steps forward, it'll take 10 steps towards you. So as you start taking care of yourself, you do things that are good for you, that are enjoyable for you, that make you feel happy and content, but you're realistic and you're down to earth, then the universe steps in and does its part for you. It nurtures you and provides you with the things that ultimately move you from that place where you were feeling a little bit down and dark to a much lighter place. It's a lovely, lovely end to your reading and your month of February. I hope that you enjoyed that reading. If you would like any of those readings I offered at the beginning, the personal, private, soulmate, or subscription to weekly updates for your star sign, please contact me via the links in the description box below. That is via the website. I want to thank you for watching, listening, commenting, liking, subscribing, and for those of you that share this video, I truly appreciate it. Those of you that comment, I read every single comment. Thank you very much.